Greetings, crafters, and welcome to episode 160 of Better Than Wolves with TKush35. We're coming back about an hour game time since the last episode, and my chicken is now an adult, huzzah! I did some timing, and this little bad boy eats a seed approximately every 40 seconds. It does seem to get thrown off occasionally by, I'm not quite certain what factors, but at a point it was eating a seed on the mark of 12 and 52 of every minute, and then that got, like, I came back after harvesting some pumpkins, and then it was on a different cycle, so not quite sure what happened there. Maybe the chicken got scared, and so was eating a little more. I think that's a mechanic that has been discussed being present, but I'm not quite sure. Either way, this bad boy is ready to start getting chicken feed, but I had a horrible realization. This is sending out a signal once every 10 minutes, which is not actually what I need. I need a signal every 20 minutes because I only need it once in the morning. So what I'm hoping to be able to do is to make another block dispenser, put 2 little items in it to double the length of time there. There might be, actually, instead of that, I could just put in 5 more items into the one, couldn't I? That's probably better. So let's do that. But I need to find 5 items that I haven't used. Can we place grates? Should be able to place grates, right? Yeah. Alright, so... Oh. But they don't get picked up. Well, that's sad, isn't it? Okay. I guess we'll go back to using an axle, because that's fine. Whatever. Renewable resource. Other non-conductive... I guess I can use a glass pane, though that's, you know, harder to get than gold at this point. Spruce fence, a junglewood fence, and I don't know what else I haven't used, but another fence will probably do the trick. So we'll just go, ooh, blood moon, you say. That's fun and exciting. So we're going to go put those in that timer, and we're going to wait until just after dawn to reset this system. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that should work. If I'm right. I think it's right, so whatever. So I'll come back here. I will manually feed the first chicken feed to this chicken. And then we'll reset this. Matter of fact, I'll just reset it right now to make sure that it's not wrong or way ahead of itself. And we'll put down this redstone, and then the chicken should start getting automatically fed, and we'll get some eggs. Outside of that, Wired had a decent idea that I could make a field of grass for the baby chickens to get spawned in. So, like, take the eggs out of here, and then I guess at this point here it would be, I'd have to, because I'm pretty sure grass doesn't grow underground. I'm pretty sure it needs daylight to grow. I might test that by making some sun lamps. And if it grows underground, then great. If not, we'll have to do some shenanigans. But you have an open field that the babies can grow up in, and you have only one exit from said field, being a block they can hop over, and then they'll, you know, you put them into a water flow, and they'll go into a saw to chop them up. So the biggest restriction there is the field has to be big enough to accommodate however many chickens I'm gonna possibly have at a time, and if one chicken takes about an hour to grow up, which is different than the wiki, so the wikis seems to be a little outdated, then that field should be, you know, fairly well sized. Probably, definitely not any smaller than this field I have up here. I'm not quite sure how many chickens this could provide for, but, you know, we have 1 chicken, 2 sheep, and 2 pigs being sustained by this. It looks like about 2.5 chunks, maybe 3 chunks worth of field. So, in another way that you could guide the chickens down would be to, like, have a stairwell sort of thing, like this, going down, so they can only ever fall down. And then, at the very end, you've got a little more field, so that they're not, you know, horribly stuck in a small area. Yeah, we'll see. That's an idea. How we doing? About midway. Well, let's go check on... No, I don't think it's been long enough since... So that's probably not worth checking. Blood Moon's a bit dangerous. I don't really want to go out and about. So I'm thinking that I will just come back. I'll cut here, come back in the morning when I do the setting of that chicken automation. So I'll see you in a minute. Actually, in the meantime, while I'm waiting, I'm going to go ahead and start making those light blocks. And by start, I mean I already made the filaments. So, might as well sort of start the grass test. So I have a lever, I've got some light blocks, and I think I had, some grass blocks. So we'll just place the light block here, piston, and ta-da! And in fact, I'm going to one-up this test by putting a light source over each. Oh no! I killed it. I killed it dead with the lever. That's weird. Because if I recall correctly, it has to be after sunrise, but before midday. And by recall correctly, I mean recalling the wiki entry that I read. I don't remember if Flower Child ever actually posted that information. Okay, so now we have a light source above the grass block and above the neighboring dirt block. And we will see if that does what we need. So, now... we simply wait for the sun to get above the horizon. If I recall all of the chicken feeding I did back at my very first base, it would be about now that they lay the egg. So, probably now's fine, and I see sky below it, so let's go feed that chicken with some chicken feed. Cool. Yeah, this block was probably too far away. That corner should be fine. So we'll hook this up here, reset this, reset that, and that should be in every 2-minute timer, right? So I'm going to disable this. Whoops. Yeah, I think that was my problem. Okay, well hopefully that didn't throw stuff off too much. Yeah, it must have been the signal from the, I can't think of the word. Whatever the seed is sitting on. That thing. Pressure plate. There we go. Goodness gracious, that was ridiculous. It must be putting out a redstone signal, so I do, in fact, need this redstone repeater. Really? The redstone repeater and signal going into that block, I should only ever need... when I have multiple chickens, and that's a ways off, so I probably don't need this to be right here, but I just want to be sure that I'm never missing a feeding. And so, and this is spinning out every couple things, so this should be every minute, approximately. So, we'll come back tomorrow, and hopefully there will be an egg in here, and the chicken will have been fed again. With feed, specifically. As far as food for this goes, we definitely don't have the seed production to maintain even this one chicken. You know, if it's every 40 seconds, there's no way that 5 melon planters are going to grow fast enough. So I'm going to have to do a fair bit of manual harvesting. You know, I'm just going to keep harvesting these pumpkins pretty quickly. You know what I could do is turn them into melons, since I have like a stack of carved pumpkins. Yeah, actually that's probably the best idea. So let's go do that quick. We'll put this redstone away, put the levers away, save them for next time. I am unsurprisingly once again low on redstone, because I haven't gone on a huge adventure for redstone. It's only ever been, oh, I found a little bit, that's enough for now, and then I carry on. plenty of wheat and straw going on here. I'm going to keep those pumpkin seeds, so I'm going to need to go rescue some melon seeds from the chicken feeder. And we'll just swap out those plants, that way these are melons that are growing, which provide a little more than the pumpkin seeds. I have to wonder if somehow the pumpkin seeds provide a different food, a different food value for the chicken, and that's what threw the time off. I have no idea, it's just a theory. I think there's 6 up there. You know what, I will preserve 8. 10 total, that way, you know, I'm not just completely out of melon seeds if I need to plant more. Because that will eventually happen. The chicken will run out unless I'm able to extend this water source sooner. Alright. So we'll get some melon seeds down here. So these would... How did I manage that one? Like, these are completely interfering. What on earth was I thinking? Well, I clearly wasn't, but that's fine. I guess I'll have 1 left. That's fine. Me and this 1 seed. The 1 seed to rule them all, if you will. Am I weird? Sometimes. So yeah, I have, you know, 1.5 stacks of carved pumpkins. I think that should be enough to sustain me for a while. I was also thinking about making a bigger wheat field seed because, you know, when it grows, I'm guaranteed double. And that would be another source of manual harvesting of seeds, which could be fairly helpful in the short term. Yeah, why not? Let's go make a big old field of wheat. And we'll see how much I lose to, sorry, I just can't think of words tonight, apparently. Weeds. How much I lose to weeds. There we go. I got there. It took a little bit, but I got there. So if I remember correctly, we can enchant our hoes. That was a thing, right? I'm gonna go enchant my hoe. And this will be great. I'm hoping for, you know, unbreaking of some variety. I have the experience, so I might as well use it. So let's go enchant this hoe. Look at that. Oh, efficiency. I don't think that's very helpful. Maybe I'll melt this down at some point, but not right now. For now, let's just go ahead and make a couple fields over here, because I don't go over here and I'm not going to accidentally trample it. So, let's see. Just want a nice old path. Not going to bother with anything crazy. We'll just replace the sand with dirt. Try to make sure that it's well lit. A person could, you know, fence it off. That way mobs won't accidentally trample it. But that just sounds like overkill for this. The point is low effort. Low effort, high yield, hopefully. Let me go ahead and bring this farther out a little bit. Just dig it all up. Yes, sirree. Yes, sirree. I'm Mr. Meeseeks. Anybody else watch that? Rick and Morty? I'm excited for the new episodes when they finally come out. Should be pretty cool. Alright, so let's see, it's what? 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. Cool. And then technically I could go this way, like, what, 3 more blocks or something like that? But I'm not gonna worry about it. I do, however, need some sort of vertical... Oh, Jesus! Oh, man. Apparently I'm super jumpy tonight. Apologies for the freak out. But, that Enderman got me good. Anywho, so I was talking about some vertical assistance here. Just gonna use good old, inefficient. Used my diamond axe on the logs to get a couple planks. Really, that's all I want / need. Because I'm just gonna put up. Do I care if it's that high or low? I'll just put it right there. Wait, no, it has to be one higher. Herb. The wheat has to be able to grow. I'll just add that. That way mobs don't spawn on it. Alright. So let's just... Oh, that's right. You have to... Okay, so efficiency is good. I forgot about that. I forgot it wasn't the simple right click. Can you tell it's been a while since I had to do this and haven't done the change set, and read the change log? Spoilers, it has been a while. Couple months, I think, actually. So I guess efficiency is more useful than I thought, because this would probably take a little longer if I didn't have efficiency. So, alright. I can get behind it. I guess unbreaking doesn't really matter, because I just, melt it down and reforge it. Because yay, diamond ingots being sustainable. That would really suck if diamond weapons and stuff did not 100% give yield back like iron. I don't think gold does either, does it? Give 100% yield? Something tells me it doesn't. Because I don't think you get 2 gold ingots from melting down a gold sword anymore. I don't think so. So I'm going to try to be a little preemptive in my safety here against weeds. I imagine that I will still get weeds despite these efforts, but it's worth a shot to try to stop it, right? What's that? Zombie flesh, eh? Zombie flesh, eh? Wow, this is a prime candidate for coming in and lighting this up. Kinda shocked I haven't done it before. Just goes to show how much I haven't explored near my base, at least surface area. I mean, I have been over here and stuff, but I haven't gone over it with a fine-tooth comb like this and just lit it all up, which would inherently give me some better efficiency with the mob spawner. And I'm getting some good old-fashioned iron nuggets, which is always exciting. I know I'm pulling the squirrel method of finding something else to do, but really we're just burning time until the morning because I want to find if that chicken's gonna work, if the whole system feeds it correctly and whatnot. In fact, I'm gonna try to be there when it should feed the chicken. That way we can see it in action, because that'll be exciting. And if I miss it, well then, I probably won't record a full day's worth until the next chicken feeding, but it's worth a thought. Alright, so let's get on out of here. Oops. I don't particularly care about wasting this cobble because I can always dig more. Yes, sirree. But this coal will be nice. Oh, there's more up here. Perfect. Especially since, as long as if I make another nether trip and get a bunch of netherrack, then having the coal on hand will be very good. Just want to chop down a little more in the way of trees. That way I can just make that barrier. I'm actually a little directionally lost. Okay, so just head towards the light. That's nice. I definitely have to come out here and light more of this up so I'm not, and make sure that it's all lit up nicely. So I'm not just guessing where it needs light. So yeah, completing this barrier here, which will hopefully keep it safe from weeds. I don't know what the mechanics for weeds are, really. But we'll want a little more light. And we'll want to be careful near this water, because that's some fairly deep water, and that very well could have squid coming out of it. We certainly don't want to get nabbed by a squid right now. So there's the first mini field, if you will. Oh! Holy crap! Wow. Well, that was fun. Oh, man, I'm lucky with that creeper. Oh. Wow, where did that stupid hole come from? Oh, it would have been... I wonder if that was an old, sand trap or something. Because he changed it so that that wouldn't happen anymore. But I can only imagine that that wouldn't update existing worlds. He being Flower Child. Maybe. I'm not sure. Either way, I guess I'll have to be a little more careful about that. Well then. That was exciting. I'm glad I didn't fall farther than that, because that would have been bad. Real bad. You might say super bad. I'm not going to worry about the pile of sand or these little tidbits. Just not worrying about it. This has had insufficient light since the beginning. Isn't that exciting? Exciting might not be the right word for it, but who cares? I suppose I could be putting sand here instead of this wood, right? That would be an option. How are we doing on nighttime? Yeah, we got a bit of time yet. Alright. Zombie. And a skeleton. All sorts of mobs spawning around here. Hey, you cut that out. I said cut it out. This is where the knockback is actually kind of harmful, because I can't just murder him. Do I have my bow and arrow? I do. Got him. Sucker. Yeah, this is, I think that was intentionally not lit up so I wouldn't light the tree on fire. Yeah, but I should definitely come through here and just make sure all of this is properly lit. That's definite opportunity for efficiency improvement on the mob tower. But that'll be an effort for another day. For now, we're still working on this second spider. I heard you. Is it falling? Kind of sounds like it, doesn't it? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cool. I almost accidentally went the precise number of blocks I needed to. Yeah, I'm just gonna try this with sand. That should be just as efficient of a blocker as wood. Then I don't have to keep finding trees to cut, since I don't have any wood on me. Yeah, no. Zombie. Get out of here. Can't you see I'm a little busy here? Mr. Armless One. Go away. Go get a hat or something. I hear they're in season. Ah, that would be why I can't just put sand down there. That all makes sense now. So I'm just gonna steal some wood from over here. Because I need it to put my torches on. So this grand sand experiment will be here as well. Nope, did not need the dirt, thank you. 3. Get a torch. I should be heading over near the chicken pretty soon. Actually, I need it right now. Go, 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 go. Yes, I'm running, I know. Spending lots of food. Don't care. Want to make sure that it all works. Want to make sure it works. Works. If we don't actually see it, at the very least, we should hear it. Okay. Oh no! I missed it. It already laid the egg. But did it get fed, is the question. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it got fed. Oh, it did! Hooray! So we didn't see it, which is sad because I kind of wanted to show it off. But we know that it worked. So this'll keep going for a while yet. I've got, you know, supply of pumpkin seeds. I'm going to put a bunch of wheat seeds in there. I'm just going to toss this stuff because I just don't care about it right now. And this should all work. That's exciting. I'm uncertain how on the ball this timing is going to be, though. I'm going to have to try to actually catch it in the next morning cycle. Yeah, I'll do that on my own instead of recording until that point. Or I'll show it at the very end of the episode. Either way. So this is also... So this big wheat field is actually going to be twofold. One, it's, you know, a source of seeds, sustainable for that manual harvesting, of course. And two, it's an experiment that Wired and I were talking about offline about how long it would take for a field to become overgrown by weeds. Like how often do you have to check it before your loss is too great to justify maintaining a field like this? So I'm excited to find out. I'm also excited to see if, you know, completely blocking it off from nearby grass will just keep it safe. This section might actually have a better chance than the other one. But so it'll be a nice experiment. Also, I think Wired wanted to see what wheat looks like when it's fallowed, so that's going to be one of these fields I'll just leave, I think, and not touch at all. And then we'll see how well that works. So yeah, that I think will provide enough. Holy mackerel, these are growing pretty quickly. So are the first stages of growth fast and then like the rest of it slow? Is that how that works? I don't know. I haven't tried to observe how long it takes the main stalk of the wheat to grow. So I'm not 100% certain about that. Either way, definitely need to do some caving. That'll be good. We'll be able to get these blocked off. I'm going to need more torches, so that means I need to go to the nether and do a whole bunch of carving up in there. I haven't quite decided how I want to do that, mostly with considering, like, rather than just mining the netherrack willy-nilly, where I'm actually wanting to go with it. Like, do I want to make a big room? Do I want to make a spot for a future project? That sort of thing. 1, 2, whoops. Sand is too easy to destroy. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and a block. Alright, cool. Give me that torch, sucker. So this will be great. So, I don't think I'm going to go on any grand adventures for this one. I think what I want to do is get this farm going. That's my current goal. I've got another stack of wheat. I have 2 stacks of wheat seeds. I'm not quite sure where I would put another field that wouldn't be super disruptive. Like if I try to put it in line with all of these, then it just gets in the way. You know, I'd be cutting into the hillside sort of thing. So we'll have to figure that out in a minute or 3. The sand, how worried am I about having a supply of sand? Not very, so let's just reuse it. Yeah. Just fill this in sort of thing. And this is where the barrier is, yep. So we want that to go all the way up. And that way I don't have to use wood to block it off. Cool. And how much dirt do I have? I'm actually out of dirt. Well, that's a bummer. Give me some of your dirt. Cut into the hillside a little bit. This doesn't matter, right? Oh no, I need all the way. Don't be silly. 3, 6, 9, 12, 13. So we'll just round this out a wee bit. Oh, you know, I probably want to leave this a little exposed so I remember to come back and mine it out or light it up. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, 13. Lucky number 13. Oh, I actually want that to be... I guess I only needed to mine 12. Whoops. Okay. Cool. Get this field going. How are we doing on daylight? Too much daylight to immediately show the chicken. So we'll get this field set up and then figure out where I want the final field, because I might as well just go ahead and do 4 fields. Get as much productivity out of these bad boys as I can. I'm just going to go ahead and chop these because I'll need the wood. Maybe. Probably. I'm going to say I need the wood because I want to. So we get this lit up. Yeah, I'm going to have to redo that, aren't I? That's okay. Re-hoe it. Done been hoed. Okay, so that should be enough light. Then we get the wheat seeds. And in a couple of Minecraft days, this should be several fields of wheat. I'm hoping. I haven't done a timing in the new world about how long it takes wheat to grow. Mostly because, well, I do care. It's just, you know, I don't have time to just sit there and observe it, sort of thing. So we have 3 fields. Let's just leave that like that. That's fine for now. I don't need to do anything else for that immediately. We can just use that other stack of wheat seeds in the chicken feeder, because that'll be nice. That'll be nice. So we'll go toss those in there. And do I have any slabs on me? I have this 1 stone slab. Why not? Make it so I can cross that without having to jump. It's the little things. It's the little energy-saving things that all stack up. Hey, melon seeds. Awesome. So it is supplementing the supply that I've been tossing in here somewhat, which is exciting. You know, one other thing that I thought of is if I don't worry about the height of this pole right here, I could feasibly have, perhaps not directly next to this, but say 1, 2 blocks this direction. I could have another axle, like a block or 2 up, and I think that's still going to have a wide enough catch radius that I could have the water source coming off. Like if I move this line farther back, and I could bring those other pistons down. So like I tear them down and remake them at this level here, or this column. Then I think I could have, like double the production rate without having to worry about going higher with my water. In fact, I could have, if I had thought of that beforehand, a person could have expanded that system. So instead of having, this, it all drains into one and keeping it all in one chunk, which is nice, sure. But if multiple chunks around spawn are kept loaded, does it matter if it crosses chunk boundaries? I'm not going to have any redstone crossing the chunk boundaries, so I don't think that would be a problem. So what I could have done is had, a water flow source just going all one direction and being 5 blocks wide on each side, all going into then one hopper at the end, and then that hopper feeds into the chicken feeder. So the only way that I could do that now... Well, I suppose I can always move the chicken machine. In fact, I can even move that. That doesn't really matter. I just need the water sources. So if I went that way instead, you have this water for the water flow, and it just keeps dropping down so that it doesn't matter. That would be a way to get more out of this without needing to wait for a whole bunch of iron. It is kind of cool to see that it's all in one chunk, though. But going vertical with this is going to be a long and arduous process that perhaps isn't the most efficient use of my time. And I could accomplish the chicken feeder sooner by simply going horizontal instead of vertical. Food for thought. Let me know if you think that's what I should do. I could tear this apart. I could move the chicken feeder so that it's farther that way. Granted, it doesn't make it expandable. I would have to choose how far I go. Whereas this is always expandable until, as long as I have iron to build more pistons, clay to build more planters. Granted, that's a requirement anyway. So it's just lots of iron for more screws, and I don't hit the build height. Then that's expandable that way. It's not expandable if I need to start here, and then I in order to have the chicken feeder, I have to choose how far I'm going. Unless I just don't automate that part and just have, melon seed collection at one spot, and I'm always coming back and checking it and tossing that into the chicken feeder. But I don't like that option as much, because then you're never able to just leave here and trust that the chicken will be fed. Because that's my goal with this, is that I get it to a point where I don't have to check on the chicken. Or chickens, How long has it been over here? Oh! This actually died. The grass died. Do you need water around for grass to stay alive? Is this light too much? Too little? Huh. What if it doesn't have light directly above it? Does that kill it? Well, now I must know. I'm going to use another one of those grass blocks because I can get more with the piston shovel. We're going to do some experiments. Experiments on camera. And apologies if, you viewers have already figured this stuff out. I'm just, just coming into the knowledge of this stuff. Because it's only now becoming relevant. It might have been stated in a changelog somewhere. I don't remember. And of course, I'm not taking the time to go look for some unstated reason. So that means you also can't have your grass collecting machine below ground. Because I had one of those. I had a machine collecting grass and a machine collecting whatever these mushrooms are growing on. That stuff. Mycelium. There we go. Jeez. I'm telling you. Can't think of words very quickly. You know what you know what the other experiment I could do? If we come over here and give it water, what does that do? Is it water that's your problem, or is it sunlight? I guess this way we've eliminated water. And that's a pretty good test. Because if it's only water, then, you know, I can provide water fairly easily. But if it's sunlight, then it means the chicken, like the natural chicken feeding growing area has to be above ground. Or at least, you know, exposed to daylight. Which means it's not going to fit in this area. Because I either have water, or I have, you know, land that I don't really want to dig out. Which, whatever, that means that part of the machine isn't yet automated. We can still get a field, like probably over there, just for simplicity's sake, that has an open area that the chickens can eat grass as they... Where the heck did you come from? Oh, I thought my shears were closer. It must have spawned somewhere up there. Alright, well thank goodness for water. Slowing it down. Snip, snip. Yeah, you stop that. It must be somewhere up there that he came from. I don't know where else he would be from. So I guess I'll go get some candles so we can light that up and make it not a problem. How much time do I have? Maybe 3 minutes? 2 minutes? Since Minecraft Night is 7 minutes long. We'll get the spectacles, we'll get the candles. I really need to clean up my inventory. Holy crap, my helmet's almost fried. When did that happen? Better go put it over here so I don't lose the glue. And I'll have to make another one of those. I suppose I can just do that right now. We're gonna squirrel this. 5 for a new tanned helm. And I'll have to enchant that in a minute or 3. Alright, let me out. Is it too risky to try to go up? Because that's an adventure, to be sure. Oh, you know what? I can just use the ladder. Oh, hey, this area is not lit up? What? What? Fine. Put a stupid candle down. Haha. Be a baddie spawner now, sucker. Alright, yeah, so we'll just go up this ladder here. We'll try to spy somewhere over in this direction where the spawn point... Oh, it's on every single one of those blocks. Well, that's unfortunate. Because I'm not going to be able to easily... Stop it! Ugh. I don't have a spot to put a candle. Well, that's awkward. How can I fix that since candles can't go on the side? Which is really annoying. I guess I could get fences and put them on the side of this and light it up. That wouldn't look too dumb. I can get behind that plan. Can I jump without dying? I suppose I can just walk. So I need fence posts. So fence posts it is. Actually, I don't want to miss the great chicken hatching. So just gonna go grab some fence posts quick. Junglewood fence, which I have a whole bunch of. And swap this out so it's not annoyingly green. Alright. So the chicken feed... Oh, the chicken feed is just sitting there. Why is it sitting there already? I guess that doesn't matter too much, but I'm gonna reset that as soon as the chicken eats. Yeah, that happened a little early. So something about this isn't happening once every 20 minutes. Right? I heard it. I heard it eat. Yep. So it ate the chicken feed and then pooped out the egg. Perfect. So now we're going to reset this. Please be reset so that you feed right now. I'll have to check that sometime off camera. But it's working. Hooray. So all we'll do now is we're going to quick... There must be a spider in this. Oh, what was your first clue? The spider noises? Nah. Nah. Come here. Yeah, sucker. So I guess I'll just do some pattern, that way it's sustainable. This will be a lot easier if there's not water, so I'm going to block this off temporarily. Hopefully that doesn't make things too upset. And... Oh no, that won't work. Okay, but it just won't work here. So if instead of there, if I put one here and one here, I'll have to check to see if that's going to be enough light. I think the answer is no. So this is going to require more candles than I would like. Like, is this lit up enough? I don't know. I'm going to have to come check at night. I'm definitely going to want to minimize the amount of time that the melons are not watered, because I want those to grow. Yeah, I'm going to need to get some more tallow up in here. Yeah, I don't think this will be enough light, but this will be a good start. And it looks kind of silly, but hopefully it's not too dreadful looking. Okay, so that might be enough, but spots like here probably won't be lit. So I guess that used fewer candles than I thought. Is that just 8? Probably. So we'll just be a little more generous. I want to make sure that things are not allowed to spawn. Let's put one at every juncture that sits here. Okay. So that will hopefully be enough. And then we'll release the Kraken. Kraken being the water here. So those melons get re-watered. That would be part of the downfall, the downside of doing this horizontally, is in order to get, the water going once every... You either have to expand it wider or dig out the bottom block. And if you ever have to reset it, either of those scenarios, it gets funky. Because water is tough to manipulate. But okay, so the chicken's being fed, both with seeds and with feed. Did I put that stack in there? Yeah, looks like I did. Okay, good. So, at this point now, I guess the next thing I need is a killing area for the chicken, and I guess if I really cared, I could make a dispenser. Make a dispenser that shoots out the egg, collects the eggs, but lets the chickens wander off. Kind of like I had in the chicken killer. That wouldn't be half bad. That's probably worth it, because you just have a dispenser, like a block high, a block right across from it, a hopper down below, and then you let them go out. But I think we're going to leave that for next time, because I'm quite certain that this is enough recording time to be a full episode. So with that, I will thank you for watching, and tune in next time.